I think there are three things that Bajaj should reevaluate, Triumph should reevaluate, and they should change. Okay. One is, the more I look at these meter console, everything looks fine, but that LCD looks way too down market because the fonts are all over the place, the sizes are not very well calculated, the tachometer is almost impossible to read, and that can be reevaluated. One. Two, Triumph needs to find a better headlight than this. Yeah. And three, I think the prices are going to cause more confusion that they're going to solve. So Bajaj and Triumph need to work on the pricing again. And to me, I think the T4 needs to be another 10,000 rupees cheaper.
I agree.
So let it sit at 2.1. Let the Speed 400 therefore become more expensive to compensate. So it's 2.4. Let it get to 2.45. Let it get to 2.5. No stress. That delta will immediately clarify people's perspective. And I know Bajaj wants to make profit from this motorcycle, but I think balancing them against each other will allow them to make the money that they need.
So this was the only thing that I didn't touch about on the pricing. And to me, I'm glad that you brought it up. I think Bajaj needs to redraw this again, and I'm going to say, don't do the discover thing. Take one and commit to it. Make it the product that you want it to be. I think that should be the way forward instead of, because right now to me, it just feels like I'm not feeling entirely satisfied with this or that, because it's a constant reminder of what I'm missing out on. I think they should pick an identity of what this product is meant to be, even if it is for India, and say that this is what the Indian market should what our vision for this product is, and commit to that.
And I would say just moving the price points further from each other will make life a little bit simpler. So to me, 2.1, T4. And you can see why it is black and why it is telescopic, folks. You'll understand it, and there'll be no confusion about it. And then you take a 30,000 rupee jump, and then you get to 2.4. Let's actually make it more, 40,000 rupees, 2.5. 2.5, you have a 400. Now you see the delta, more performance, blah, 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 blah. All of those qualities, right? So I would say that, and take the Scrambler 400X, another 20,000 rupees up. So 2.7, you get the Scrambler. And to me, then when the 390 Adventures and all come, the 390 Duke is 3.1-ish. So I would assume that the Adventure will go and set another 10,000-15,000 rupees above that. And then all these four products don't really compete with each other as much as they compete with what's out there, which is great for Bajaj. Right? So Triumph can do well, KTM can do well, Bajaj's products can do well, but they don't do well at each other's expense as much as at the expense of Hero's products and TVS's products and Honda's products or whatever. I think you should ride the T4. I think you'll be surprised at how much the difference there is, and I think you'll like it. I don't think you'll get confused with the 400, except for the price. The price is so close that it will give you that sense of, oh, but it's got upside down forks. Maybe I should have those. But I think the more satisfying motorcycle of the two is the T4.
Which is why I'm going on the sense through that I didn't get to the price I wanted to. I think that they should just bring the two together and create this one identity, which has the premiumness of the Speed 400 with its upside down forks. Whether it has the smaller throttle body or the bigger throttle body doesn't matter. The point is it gets traction control so that it's in line with Triumph's modernity identity. It looks therefore better, feels modern, and it has this character, because finally that to me means you just have two choices within the family, which is the T4
or the premium version of the T4.
Right?
Yeah.
It
would be clearer for sure.
Because this just feels like a halfway house at both ends now, that I'm just going to buy the Speed 400 because it's on paper it has more power, or on paper it has better hardware. But functionally, what is the benefit that I'm getting out of it?
And I think it's okay for the two bikes to be there from only the perspective that, hey, listen, if people don't make mistakes, how are they going to learn? So if you get tempted by the specification and you upgrade to the Speed 400 and discover that it wasn't really the upgrade you were hoping for, at the worst case, you'll have learned something from it. So I'm comfortable with this idea.
It's always easy when somebody else's money.
No. Look, I've made mistakes with my money, so I know that there is a benefit even to that. So I'm not afraid of you making a mistake and thinking that you've lost a little bit of hard-earned money.
It's an adventure. Go for it.
But you learn something in the process. Okay.
Okay.
That is a clip from MotorInc. And what that means is, if you'd like to see more of these, you can do two things. One is stay on this channel, subscribe and watch more, or you can come to the main MotorInc channel where you'll find a much longer video that discusses this idea in a lot more detail.